At exactly 2:17 a.m., my doorbell rang. When I checked the security camera, there was no one outside. But then, someone whispered my name from inside the house. 3 days earlier, a terrified 911 call was received at exactly 2:17 a.m. The caller could barely breathe. There was only one sentence. "They're still here. Please, don't let her find me." Then, the line went dead. Police traced the call to one location, Blackwood Manor, an abandoned mansion hidden deep inside Ravens Hollow, a place locals avoided for nearly 60 years. According to old records, the Blackwood family vanished without a trace overnight. No bodies, no suspects, no explanation, only silence. When officers arrived that night, the mansion was empty. No caller, no footprints, no sign that anyone had ever been there. Until one officer noticed something at the bottom of the staircase. A small, pink shoe. It belonged to Emily Carter, the 8-year-old girl who had disappeared 2 days earlier. The case was immediately assigned to Detective Daniel Harper, a detective who believed every mystery had an explanation. By sunrise, he was already driving toward Blackwood Manor. He had no idea that once he stepped inside, nothing would ever be the same. The police arrived at exactly 8:42 a.m. Detective Daniel Harper stepped out of his car. The mansion stood silently beneath a gray sky. Its broken windows looked like empty eyes, watching every move. The front gate was already open. No one had touched it. A cold wind swept across the front yard. Harper paused. Something felt wrong. The air was freezing, even though the fireplace inside was still burning. Every room looked untouched. No broken windows, no signs of forced entry, no blood, no struggle, nothing, until one officer stopped. "Detective, you need to hear this. Everyone to hear this." A tiny voice echoed through the house. A little girl, softly humming a nursery rhyme. The sound was coming from the basement. One officer whispered, "Didn't the report say Emily disappeared 2 days ago?" Harper slowly reached for his flashlight. The basement door creaked open by itself. A freezing wind rose from the darkness below. Step by step, the officers walked downstairs. The humming grew louder. Then it stopped. Complete silence. Their flashlights began to flicker. One officer looked at the wall and froze. Hundreds of tiny handprints covered the old wooden walls. Some looked like children's hands. Others were impossibly large. Then, bang, the basement door slammed shut. Every flashlight went dark, and from somewhere inside the darkness, a child's voice whispered, "You're late. We've been waiting for you." No one dared to speak. The whisper echoed again, "Follow me." A faint light appeared at the end of the basement. Detective Harper raised his flashlight. A little girl stood there, barefoot, wearing a faded white dress, her face hidden behind long black hair. She slowly turned around and walked deeper into the darkness. Harper followed. The officers had no choice. After a few steps, they discovered a hidden room. Its walls were covered with old newspaper articles. Every headline told the same story. Missing, family vanishes, case unsolved. She was never the monster. We were. Harper looked up. The little girl was gone. In her place stood the shadow of a tall woman. She didn't move, she didn't scream. She simply pointed toward the floor. The officers began digging. Only a few inches below the dirt, they found human bones, dozens of them. The truth had been buried for decades. The missing families